Today I have AMD, Intel, and NVIDIA, and all of that is going into one PC build. But this build is also a desk. Let's get building. We have all of this available at your local microcenter, so I figured let's go all out and let's fit as much compute into this desk as we possibly can. We're going to use the AMD Ryzen 7 9800X 3D, and I am pairing that off with the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 5090. This is the ROG Astral, so this is the top of the line GPU that you can really get, and this is going to be a really phenomenal gaming PC. Now I'm going to pair this off with the Western Digital Black SN850X. This is going to be the 8TB variant, so that means I'm going to have all of the storage that I need for my operating system, apps, and basically my entire game library. I mean, I have about 4.5 TB of games, so I'm going to fill that guy up. Now this build is actually using the microcenter bundle, which comes with your CPU, motherboard, and memory, and this is the upgraded bundle. So it has the 9800X 3D CPU, and I upgraded the motherboard to the Asus ROG Strix X870E-E gaming Wi-Fi motherboard, which is going to pair very nicely with this GPU. It's going to look really good. I also upgraded the memory as well to this Corsair Vengeance RGB memory. This is 32 GB, 6,000 megatransfers at CL36, so that's going to be pretty fine. I'm also using the new Tri-X Panorama SE360 AIO. This is going to look really cool in this desk because the way it's going to mount, you're going to be able to see both ends of that panoramic LCD that goes on the pump there. So that's going to look pretty sweet. Now for our build over here, I'm also using a microcenter bundle. Now this is our Intel Core Ultra 7 265K bundle. I also upgraded this, so I got the same Corsair Vengeance memory, 32 GB, so it's the same kit on both ends. But the motherboard is the Z890 AYW gaming Wi-Fi board. Now this is kind of like a really nice black and white and gray sort of Stormtrooper themed motherboard, so I wanted to pair this off with a white GPU, and I figured since I have a little bit of everything, why don't we try to put 2 GPUs in this system? Now, I already know what you're saying. You're already typing in the comments. Oh, you can't use those GPUs simultaneously. It doesn't matter. It's really just for aesthetics and just to get it working. This is not really a functional thing, and realistically, you should just stick with one of these GPUs. I have an AMD Radeon RX 9060 XT, and I have an Intel Arc B580. So the two of these look really nice, and they're going to pair really nicely with this motherboard. And again, I'm going with the Tri-X Panorama SE360 for this one as well. And if you're thinking about getting yourself this Lian Li DK-07X, do know you do need a friend to help you assemble this. It's 2 very large boxes, and I gotta say the build quality is phenomenal. This thing is solid. This table goes up, goes down. It has all kinds of cool features built in. It took us a little under an hour, to be honest, to get this thing fully set up. I think the biggest thing was just trying to figure out how it all fit together. You know, the instruction manual is pretty good. Full-size manual.
Wow.
So when it's 8.5 by 11, you know that this is serious.
This is going to be involved.
Now I have my AMD components over here, and I have my Intel components over here. So I'm going to start with our AMD. I have our 9800X 3D. The core of this is our bundle. Actually, it's a bundle for both of these builds, which is actually pretty nice. It'd save you a couple of bucks. And this is kind of a cool side-by-side demo to show the difference in socket types. You know, this is your AM5 socket. So that's going to go in just like that. And there we go. And I'll jump over here. This is an LGA 1851 socket, so a little bit different. This is our Intel Core Ultra 7 265K. There we go. Got that one in, and plop. Always make sure you save those plates. Sometimes, depending on your memory kit, there will be little stickers on the heat sinks, like these Corsair Vengeance. This has little stickers there, so you do want to make sure you remove them. A couple more stickies that I just want to take off, so I'm just going to remove those now. I'm going with this 8TB Western Digital Black SN850X. This would make a very good gaming PC / streaming PC setup. Now, this one has the Q latch, so that goes in very easily. press down. So at least you can kind of see the difference in different functionality and sort of quality of life features you get in different motherboards. Again, these are both ASUS motherboards. This one has the quick latch or the Q latch. This one, you actually need to undo the screws to get the heatsink off. So you have to do the screws to get the other heat sinks, but at least the main one here just has a quick latch. Gonna get our little riser set. I'm using the SK Hynix Gold P31. This is a 2 terabyte. Again, if this is going to be our streaming / video editing PC is what I can call it, because Intel QuickSync with a lot of that codec support for AV1 and all of your H.264 and H.265 specialty flavors that you'll need for video editing. That'll fit your operating system, that'll give you enough space. And the cool thing about this desk is it actually has a ton of space for spinning drives. What's interesting is I'm using the same AIO on 2 different platforms. So it's gonna connect a little bit differently, right? Because the Intel, you're gonna need the backplate over here, but the AMD is going to attach, but I have to take off these components over here. So it's kind of 2 different ways to use the same AIO, but it's cool because this Tri-X Panorama 360 comes with everything you need for whatever platform you're using. So you're covered there. You just have to make sure you extend it out so it'll be set for the 1851 socket. So it's just gonna slide in. There you go. Put your thermal paste on the CPU and it's going to sandwich on with the pump and everything else. For AMD, you have your pre-installed hardware here. Some coolers do use this pre-installed hardware, but a lot of coolers don't, so you end up just taking it off. But do save this hardware. Keep it in the motherboard box, keep it aside somewhere safe. Now, sometimes with some coolers, they have their own screws that go into the pre-installed backplate on the AM5. This one, you can just reuse the screws that we just took out. These are just gonna slot right on. Little CPU diagram saying to face towards the CPU. I'm just gonna install these 4 screws. All right, so there's 2 slots located on the front here to lift the glass. I will say this glass panel is thick and it's very heavy. So do be careful when you're taking this in and out. Oh my goodness. This is wild to look at. Both PCs go side by side here, right? They're gonna be facing with IO plates facing the back. And it's so weird because I'm so used to working on a desk in a PC case and working in a desk to make a PC. This is very strange to me. I feel like I'm hunched over trying to get this, but you know what I can do? Look at that. You just bring it up to my level. It's definitely one of the easier motherboard installs I've ever done because there's so much room all the way around. It's very spacious. So this is actually really easy. When you are assembling this desk, they package all of the table screws together. You have to follow the instructions. They have all of the screws labeled. I found it handy to just take a marker and label. All right, so both motherboards are screwed in. So one thing to call out is airflow for this case, right? There's 2 big 360mm areas right over here in the front. The way I have this set up currently is with the fans exhausting through the front. So that means you're gonna get warm air kind of blowing at your legs, which is not exactly what I want. I have a lot to take into consideration. The AIO goes right on the CPU, pre-applied thermal paste, which is always nice. Also has pre-applied thermal paste. It's just gonna slot over the 4 screws right there. Both coolers are installed. I'm gonna take out these rails over here and attach them to the radiator. I might just route underneath behind this backplate here. And this backplate is removable. If I wanted to make life easier for myself, I could have just taken the plate off and just mounted it directly to the plate, but why would I do something like that? In a sense, I know that you can swap this out to be single or dual PC mode. So if you only want to do one PC, you can pull that off pretty easily. All right, so that is one. So for our AMD build, I have this MSI Mag A1250GL. So this is going to be more than enough for our 5090 and our 9800X3D. And then for our Intel build over here, which is going to have 2 GPUs, I went with the Seasonic Vertex GX 1200. So this is a 1200 watt power supply. The reason why I chose this power supply, I wanted to make sure I had enough 8-pin connectors for my insane idea of having 2 different GPUs in one build. B580 takes 2 and the RX 9060 takes 1. I have the motherboard and the CPU power running back and around, so that's actually pretty easy to pop out. I'm gonna get these Lian Li Unifan SL Infinities installed so I could fit 2 on the sides, I think one on the back on either side here, so that's gonna be pretty straightforward, just maxing out negative pressure. And someone correct me if you think that a different direction would be a better approach for this desk, but I feel like just having full negative pressure and just dumping all of that heat out of the table is probably the way to go, at least for today. I had some extra strimmers, so I'm gonna add those in. I'm gonna see if I can get some other strimmers installed as well. The strimmer I have here is gonna be 3 8-pins, and I think I can make this one strimmer work for both. Now, there's a couple of funky angles in this desk, so you're gonna need something like this little, I don't know the official name for this tool, but this comes in one of the iFixit kit screwdrivers, and this is actually kind of essential for some of these angles. Like the PCIe over here, in order to get these screws out, it's just at a real funky angle. So you're gonna need something flexible that can still give you the torque that you need. For our AMD, I have our Asus ROG Astral. Then I have our strimmer right over here, and this is a 12 volt 2x6, so it has the colored connectors so you can make sure you have a good connection. And there we go. So I have our RX 9060 XT and our B580. So I'm gonna get these installed next. So I had to switch the PCIe cables around on the strimmers because one GPU goes one way and the other GPU goes another way. But the cool thing about these Lian Li strimmers, you can actually swap around the cables in whichever direction. It just takes a second to get set up. Okay, moment of truth. Whoa, this is absolutely insane. First of all, these Tri-X Panorama LCD screens, these look really nice. Okay, let me get Windows installed, let me get everything set up, and let's see how it looks. So we are finally done with this. And I gotta say, this took a little bit longer than I anticipated, but this thing is gorgeous. It is over the top, it is insane. 2 PCs, AMD, Intel, NVIDIA, everything that you can imagine, and all in one PC case. Now, this thing is just nuts all the way around, but I'm very happy with the way it came out. And adding the strimmers in the last minute, I think that really was the final touch to make this as insane as possible. I went full rainbow unicorn vomit for this guy because frankly, yeah, you just have to go all out. I really like the way it looks, but I also really like the way these Trikes Panoramic 360 AIOs look. This wraparound in this orientation, this actually looks really nice. I like the animation here with the ducky, a little waterfall so you can see it kind of like falling over here. You can change these animations to basically whatever you want. So a lot of customization there. And I gotta say the software, pretty easy to use. I actually like it a lot. Why don't you subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can check out more builds just like this one. And as always, stop by your local Micro Center because you can get all of this, including this desk, at your local Micro Center. And if you don't have a Micro Center near you, then be sure to comment #I want a Micro Center near me.